The little leg. Any paperwork that you have, any forms, you must put them out on the table when you first sit down. So when we sit down, any forms you got, you put them out on the table now. Do not pull them out of the bag later on. Because if you pull it out of the bag later on, people are going, hello, what's this that suddenly just came out of the bag? Everything you're going to use must be on the table up front. If the person goes to read those forms, it is imperative you are dead quiet. Do not explain those forms. Do not say anything. Because if you talk and he's going to try and read them, he's right then going to stop reading them, and his brain just said, I'll read the stuff when this guy's gone. So if the man wants to read, Jason wants to read my forms, you are dead quiet and you do not speak again until he lifts his eyes off the page. Now, if people read the stuff and then ask you what it is, how you answer it is very important. If you go, that's a section 19 of Article 23 out of the Land Act of blah, 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 you've just lost your deal because they're going, holy crap. The way you answer what a form is by the benefit that it provides to the person. For instance, what does that form do? Sir, that's the form that reminds us both that you're never making a payment for the rest of your life. What does that form do? That's the form that gets the £30,000 in your bank account on Tuesday. What does that one do? That's the form that gets rid of your children and dog. It's the benefit that the form provides is how you describe a form, and that way people will want to fill in the form to get the benefit, not the technology of the form. The other thing is, it is important that he writes the deal. As he writes it, he buys into it, he owns it, he constructs it, it becomes his instruction to give to you. If you write it and ask him to sign it, he will not. It's like, hang on, mate, what have you done? If you design it, he won't do it. He must design it. The way I do that is, Jason, I probably didn't ask you, what's your last name? And people usually say, Nunskil Monski, or some weird name that I can never spell. So, or even if I can spell it, I always act like I can't. And I say, it's probably best if you write it down on the piece of paper and get the spelling right. And now he starts writing his name on the piece of paper. By the way, you better write my name. Rick Otten, and that's O-T-T-O-N, not E-N. Some people get that confused. And then he starts, and we walk through this transaction that he now writes on the piece of paper. It is not for me to write this transaction. As he writes it, he creates it, he owns it, it becomes his deal, not yours. Everything that you want on this piece of paper, he must write. Everything you want him to put is done as a question. Is there anything else, by the way? Oh, by the way, do you have a solicitor? You better put his name and address on there so that my guy could talk to your guy and your guy could talk to my guy, and then we will end up getting what it is we want. That one sentence just basically said it's you and me against the solicitors, not you against me.